Sets. So we start with the definition of sets. A set is a well-defined collection of distinct objects. So here you will notice two things are important: well-defined and distinct objects. The word well-defined means this collection contains distinct objects which satisfy certain property, and those distinct objects are called elements or points of the set. And generally, set is denoted by capital letters A, B, C, so on. And the objects or the elements are denoted by small letters A, B, C, so on. And we say an element is a part of the set. And how can we express that? We write A belongs to capital A. Here you will notice this is a Greek letter epsilon, and it means when we counter this symbol we read it as belong to. If any element is a member of the set, then we express it as A belongs to capital A. And if it is not, if B is not a member, then we strike it. This means B is not a member of A. Now we will discuss some examples of sets. First example, the collection of English alphabets. So this is definitely a set, because this is a universal truth. For everyone in this world, English alphabets are same, that is A to Z. 26 alphabets are there. So this is a well-defined property, and the objects are distinct. So this is a well-defined collection of objects. So it's a set. Another example, the boys in class 10 plus 1. So once again, this is a set, because so here the collection is based on the gender, and we are very much sure that number of boys remains same for everyone. So it's a set again. Number 3, the collection of intelligent boys. Number 3, the collection of intelligent boys in class 10 plus 1. So here, how can we count intelligent boys? Now there are many criteria of intelligence, whether we are going for games, extracurricular activities, study, or any other competition. So there are so many criteria for writing a group of intelligent boys. So this is not come under one property. So that means this collection is not a well defined collection. So this is not a set. Now some standard sets: n, set of natural numbers; z, set of integers; q, set of rationals; r, set of real numbers; c, set of complex numbers. All these are some standard sets in number system. We will learn a representation of a set. So a set is often represented in two ways: roster or tabular form, and another is set builder form. So these are two different ways of representing sets. Roster form means listing the elements of a set, and set builder form is expressing the elements in a general way by expressing the property that they are going to satisfy. So we just discuss this in some detail. Roster form is listing the elements. For example, let us take an example of a set of English vowels. Set of vowels of English. So we know they are A, E, I, O, U. So this is a representation of set in roster form. So we have expressed the elements and listed the elements in curly brackets separated by comma. Another example: set of even natural numbers less than equal to 10. So they are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So again here we have listed the elements in curly brackets separated by comma. So this type of form is called roster or tabular form. So you can remember this. The table means we are listing the elements here. So another type is set builder form. Set builder form means we have to express the elements in journal form. Px holds. So as we discussed in the property, in the definition, that the objects which satisfy certain property are the elements of this collection, are the part of this collection. So here just try to understand the syntax. X belongs to the set such that Px holds. Here P means property on X. So here again we express this. So this is the set. Here we write natural numbers less than equal to 10. So this is a representation of set in set builder form. And another example, this is example 1, example 2. X square less than equal to 10, where x belongs to natural numbers. So you can easily imagine those natural numbers whose perfect square is less than equal to 10. What are those? Perfect squares less than equal to 10 are 1, 4, 9. So what is the value of x then? 1, 2, 3. So you can verify this, that 1 square is 1 less than equal to 10. So 1 belongs to this set. 2 square is 4. 4 is less than equal to 10. So 2 belongs to this set. Similarly, 3 square is 9 and 9 is less than equal to 10. 3 belongs to this set. So this representation is again a set builder form. Now we discuss some examples of sets based on its definition that we learned. So, which of the following are sets? Justify your answer. Question number 1. The collection of all boys of your class. Now just think of this question. We are making a collection of all boys of your class. So again, here we are taking this collection based on the gender. So it's certain for everyone that set of boys or collection of boys remain same. So this is a well defined collection and hence this is a set. So our first question is a set. Question number 2. The collection of 11 best cricket batsmen of India. Now again we try to apply the definition here. As you see, best cricket batsman. So this selection may vary for every individual. So we cannot have any criteria to choose best cricket batsman that remains same for everyone. So this is not a well defined collection. So this example 2 is not a set. Number 3. The collection of all odd integers. So I hope you already know the concept of integers and odd even numbers. So odd integers remain same for everyone. So this is a well defined collection and hence collection of odd integers is a set. Example 4. The collection of prime numbers. Again, the selection criteria for prime numbers is same for everyone. So this is a well defined collection. Hence, this collection is also a set. Example 5. The collection of natural numbers less than 100. So you see, natural numbers again a standard set if we choose first 100 natural numbers, that is same for everyone. So again, this is a well defined collection, and hence this is also a set. Now we discuss some examples of sets in roster form. First example is capital A is equal to x. X is a prime number less than 30. We all know prime numbers which are only divisible by 1 and itself. And the prime numbers less than 30 are prime numbers start from 2, 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29. So all these are elements of this set. So that means this is a well defined collection, hence it is a set. Second, B, kept small x. X is an integer and x lies in this inequality. Now look at the inequality carefully. Where x lies, is there any integer value possible in this inequality? So if we divide these fractions, minus 1 by 2 means minus half, less than x, less than 9 by 2 means 4.5. So minus 0.5 and 4.5. Is there any integer lie between this? Yes, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So again, this is a well defined collection, hence this is a set. Example 3, D is equal to x is a natural number and x is a multiple of 6 and x lies in strictly greater than 6 and strictly less than 100. Now you see, are there any multiple of 6 which are greater than 6 and less than 100? Yes, there are so many. So we want numbers strictly greater than 6. So what are those? 6 into 2, 6 into 3, 6 into 4, 6 into 5 means 12, 18, 24, 30, 36 and so on up to less than 100 number. So again, this is a well defined collection, so this is also a set. Fourth example, G, set of all vowels in the word equation. You see, are there any vowels in this equation, in this word? A, E, I, O, U. All the 5 vowels come in this word. So the set of vowels is a well defined collection. So again, this is a set. Last example, capital H is equal to x belongs to n and x square strictly less than 25. Is there any perfect square less than 25? Yes, 1, 4, 9, 16. Then what are the values of x? 1, 2, 3, 4. So again, this is a well defined collection and this is a set.